Hi there everyone and welcome to Tech Cravers. I have been wearing the Apple Watch Ultra for about 3 weeks now, and I thought that I would boil down my thoughts into a little review. First off, I want to mention that I have used several other Apple Watches in the past, the most recent one being the Apple Watch Series 7 in stainless steel, and I have also used pretty much every Fitbit ever released, as well as a chunk of Garmin's and Samsung Galaxy watches. With that said, I think it's safe to say that I know what I want in a smartwatch, and one of my biggest fears with the Apple Watch Ultra was definitely the size of it. But let's just get that fear out of the way. I don't think that the Apple Watch Ultra looks weird in any way on my 18cm wrist, and I don't think that it weighs too much either. Also, I want to mention that I am not a marathon runner, diver or mountain climber, so this review is for everyone who's just like me and wants to buy the Apple Watch Ultra for one simple reason: it's freaking awesome. Now, obviously you're probably not gonna spend $800 or almost $1,000 as it's priced here in Sweden just for the cool factor. So what do you get for the money? Well, for the first time ever, you get a watch that actually looks and feels different to all other Apple Watches out there. The new case design rises up to surround the flat sapphire crystal and protect it from edge impacts. The digital crown is larger and the side buttons is raised from the case, making them easier to use while wearing gloves. The Apple Watch Ultra is also the first Apple Watch to introduce an entirely new button. The new action button gives you a quick physical control over a variety of functions. It's customizable and can do things like control a workout, mark a compass waypoint, or begin a dive. Now, even though I love the possibilities that the new action button provides, it's actually also the first slight drawback with the new Apple Watch Ultra. Almost every time I press the digital crown to reach the apps, I accidentally press the action button as well, which directly starts a training program for me. I guess it's only a matter of time before I get used to it, but it's not often that you see Apple making these kinds of design flaws. Now, Apple didn't of course make this watch larger and bulkier just to stand out as a rugged adventure watch. They've also squeezed in a 76% bigger battery, meaning that the Apple Watch Ultra is equipped with a 542 mAh battery, which is significantly bigger than the Apple Watch Series 8, which has a 308 mAh battery. With all this new juice, Apple promises up to 36 hours of normal use and up to 60 hours on the low power settings, which is a feature that Apple haven't released yet for some reason, but are promising will have soon. I can confirm, however, that the 36 hours is in a lower segment of what you get. I have actually been using this without any problems for 2 straight night and days, or for a total of 48 hours without charging, and that's while getting notifications, doing workouts and playing with the GPS. Speaking of the battery, Apple is once again providing us with a charging puck. Only difference this time is that the cable is braided and feel a bit more rugged as well. It's as convenient as ever to charge, and the charger snaps right to the back of the Apple Watch using magnets. In comparison, these are two other watches that I have been using lately. First we have the Garmin Venu SQ2, which has its own special cable for charging, but it isn't magnets, which makes the process much less convenient. I do want to mention, however, that this Garmin will reach almost 2 weeks of battery life on one charge, which is definitely in a league of its own. What the Apple Watch Ultra lacks in battery life, however, it definitely makes up in terms of features and software. The Garmin OS is so slow and inconvenient that I don't even want to play around with it. The other watch I have been using lately is the new Fitbit Sense 2, which has a better OS than the Garmin and a much better magnetic charger, which is actually on par with the Apple Watch. But once again, compared to the Apple Watch, the Fitbit OS is much worse and way more inconvenient, which I think will be a deal breaker for many out there. Feature-wise, most of the Apple Watch Ultra features are software related. This might make you wonder, why the heck should I buy this for $800 when I can buy the Series 8 for half that price? Well, one of the biggest arguments is what I have been on about for the last few minutes, as the battery in this device will simply make you not have to worry about those features draining your battery. This is the first time ever that I have been using an Apple Watch without really having to care about the battery. I know that it will get me through the day with ease no matter what I do, and even the night after that for some sleep tracking, even with all features and always on display activated. The other big reason for getting this instead of the Apple Watch Series 8 is the new Precision Dual Frequency GPS. Now for most people, a traditional GPS solution with just L1 GPS works well most of the time, but it can be tricky when tall buildings, trees or dense foliage block satellites. The newer L5 GPS in the Apple Watch Ultra enables advanced signal processing, reducing many errors and providing a more consistent signal in environments like dense cities or forests. And to be completely honest, I haven't had time to compare this to older Apple Watches yet, but since I'm a hunter, I walk around in the Swedish wilderness quite a lot, and as soon as I'm out there again, I will make sure to test this out. The new trackback system might actually become a lifesaver at some point. And that's actually been it for my brief review of the Apple Watch Ultra and my reasons as a somewhat normal user to buy it. The summarized version is that yes, it's a very expensive watch. It's probably not for those who think that Apple products in general or Apple Watches in particular are overpriced already. The battery life and the extra GPS and compass features is what you pay for here, and it's up to you whether it's worth it or not. For me, this will probably be the first Apple Watch that I will use as my everyday watch for a very long time. My hopes are that third-party apps that get the most out of the better GPS will start arriving soon. Now, if you liked this video, please don't forget to like it, and if it helped you decide whether you should get the Apple Watch Ultra yourself, please let me know in a comment. If you like content like this in general, maybe you should consider subscribing to my channel as well. Catch you in the next one, thanks for watching.